What I did was I found this kit, the Bike Hand Bicycle Toolkit for Shimano use on Amazon. Hey folks, it's Matt from Electric All Wheel. I wanted to take a minute and share with you one of the necessary tools or toolkits that I needed to do a lot of the videos for the installs of these electric bike kits that you see on the Electric All Wheel channel. The reason I purchased the toolkits were, at the time, more financial than anything else, but they still hold worth and merit now, and I just wanted to share with you some of the tools that you can use and what the most important factors in these kits are, as well as a couple of other tools that I've used to help make these installs go as planned. What I did was I found this kit, the Bike Hand Bicycle Toolkit for Shimano use on Amazon. And I wanted to talk about some of the tools that I use in the majority of the videos. So the first thing I want to show you is the bicycle pedal wrench, and this is included in the Bike Hand Toolkit. I've used this on every install for the e-bike kits that I've done, so it has come in quite handy. One thing that I will mention is that it is a bit thick and it has gotten in the way when I've had a really close span for the pedals right up to the crank arm. So beware of that if you decide to purchase this kit. The next thing I want to show you is the Shimano crank puller. It does have a removable foot, so it will fit inside the insert for the bottom bracket so that you can get in there and remove the crank arms. So the crank puller works by driving this housing into the crank arm, and you'll see the threadings, and then once it's in there you take the push arm or the push nut for it and drive it in, and then when that happens then it pulls the crank arm off of the bottom bracket. And you'll see this in a lot of the install videos that we have on electricallwheel.com. This has been the absolute most useful tool that I have had, and regardless of whether or not you buy this kit, you're gonna need one of these. So the next tool I've got here is the 8mm hex wrench, and it comes with a 1/2-inch adapter. And the adapter is important because you can use this as a mechanical leverage arm for the cartridge bottom bracket tool. So they'll go together and it becomes its own specialized wrench for the removal of the bottom bracket. One thing I will mention is that this hex wrench alone is a highly versatile tool, and it's a common size that you'll find on a lot of the bikes for the e-bike installs. Another tool that I thought would be quite handy would be the bottom bracket removal tool. And this wrench was going to facilitate that for me. However, I also found that I needed another style wrench for the mid-drive motors that we've been installing. So the Bafang bottom bracket BBS HD, the BBS02 and the BBS01 all have a nut that requires this type of wrench with a single tooth so that you can tighten it on before you put on the ring cap over it. In doing so, I had to go out and purchase a separate tool, and this will help me in several ways and has kind of been a replacement for this one. The lever arm on this and the handle is a lot longer, which makes it better if I can use it to help wrench some of these things down. But in the end, I've found that all I've really needed is this. For those of you that are installing the rear wheel electric bike kits and those hub motors, you're gonna need a part tool freewheel removal. And what's essential about this and special is that you can actually slip the cable through the freewheel removal tool and then utilize it with your wrench to torque it off of the axle. And that's important because you cannot remove the cable connections on your rear hub motor. So as you move through all of these selections for tools, you'll find that there is one in the kit, but it doesn't have the throughput capabilities for the cable. So I went ahead and got this one for all of my e-bike essentials. There is a lot more to this kit, It does have a spoke wrench, but what you'll find, especially on the rear hub motors, is that the spokes are of a gauge size that the nipples don't actually fit in this wrench. So you're gonna need to look for a bigger or better spoke wrench that will fit the thicker wires or gauge wires for your spokes, so that when you go to tighten those down after the first few rides, you have a tool that actually works. I did, on the first couple of installs, end up using a small crescent wrench, which I don't advise, but it did get the job done. You will find that another useful tool to have, especially for you e-bike kit builders, is a digital caliper. And you're gonna want this, especially for mid-drive builds. You'll be measuring the diameter of your bottom bracket and the width of it. It also comes in handy when you're checking on your handlebars. So I use this to measure the thickness of my handlebars and also where my stem will mount. You can actually check your stem center to center as well, and it becomes quite handy so you don't have to pull the specs for your bike. You can check out some of its use. We have a really good build for the Mongoose Dolomite, and we have 2 of them, and turns out the bottom brackets were different sizes. I think we got 2 separate class years. So we had to do some measuring for the spacing, and digital calipers came in really handy. It was pretty cheap, $8 on Amazon. Check out the link in the description below. This is all to say that it's essential and very important that you have the right tools for the job. This isn't my only tool collection. I do have a lot more, but I wanted to share with the Electric All Wheel family the needs that you will have and what you can do to affordably get to a point of having a collection of tools that will allow you to do a lot of these repairs for yourself. That's all for now. Thank you very much. Please check out these links for these items in the description below. Go to Electric All Wheel, check out our channel and all of the other install videos, as well as some of the testimonials and overviews. And if you haven't already, give us a like and subscribe to the channel. Check out our Instagram at Electric All Wheel. Remember, we're doing this all for you. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.